What's up, guys? So you know, between languages there are words that are easy to translate, words that are a bit harder to translate, words that are hard to translate. There are also words that are really hard to translate and words that are really hard to translate. And of course, words that are really hard to translate. But the ones we're going to look at today are the words that are impossible to translate. Why so? Because. So yeah, today we're going to look at the words impossible to translate between French and English. I hope you'll enjoy! But before we start the video, let me remind you one crucial thing, and that's the fact that French is an art. And why am I telling you that? Well, I'm telling you that because that means that it has a soul. And why is that important? Well, it's not. But anyway, let's go to number one, which is le dépaysement. So what does le dépaysement mean? Well, that is no, it's not! What do you think? Why would I make a video that is called French words that are impossible to translate in English, or something like that, I don't know how the video will be called, if the French words were easy to translate in English? Nonsense! It's fresh blood. Whoopsie. It's actually not, c'est de la grosse Nadine. I mean, de la grenadine. I feel like I'm forgetting something. La vidéo! Yes, sorry. Le dépaysement. It's an untranslatable word that describes the feeling of bewilderment, I still don't know what that means, and of disorientation that one might feel upon being in a totally foreign environment. Boom! I managed to say it! Yes! So in other words, you know, just to vulgarize it, it's the feeling that you feel, otherwise that wouldn't be a feeling, when you're not home and feel that you're not home. Pretty much. So to give an example, kinda, not really. You're going into another country and it's completely different. Everything's brand new for you. It's out of your mind, out of your world. It's freaking amazing. Bah, t'es dépaysé, quoi. And if it was to be directly translated, that would be to be removed from your country. Dé means to be removed. Kinda, not really, but in this situation it does. Pays is your country, and then A just makes it as a verb. So remove, country, verb, paf! Remove from your country. Boom! Call me Google Translate. Number two, tohu bohu. So this one is a loan word from the Hebrew. Well, you know, the dead language that the great cucumber created and that was so important that everyone forgot. And so the original word was tohu wabohu. And that totally sounded Japanese and not Hebrew. His own beer. Are you kidding me? No! I'm serious! I'm going to kill myself. So this word refers to the mess that existed before the great cucumber supposedly created the world, Adam, Eve, and the 7 deadly sins. Boom, rap squat! And that's exactly what it means in French too. A total mess, but like a situational one. There's an alarm ringing, at the same time there's a fire, your cat is running, your mother is banging with your sister, what? That's disgusting! You're dead, and there's a bicycle in your wall, and what? Tohu bohu. And the best way to literally translate this word is tohu bohu, which is tohu bohu but with a Cockney accent. Yeah! Okay, number three, l'esprit d'escalier. That literally means the spirit of the stairs. Told you. Call me Google Translate, I translate everything literally, even though that doesn't mean anything in the end. Yes. And this one is a freaking amazing expression in French, mostly because I didn't know it before researching to make this video. And I'm pretty sure that if you're French watching this video, you don't know what that means. And that's a shame, because that's like a freaking amazing expression. Because it refers to the feeling of finding the perfect retort to someone several hours after the argument. And if any one of you is telling me that they never experienced that feeling, hello darkness, my old friend. I try to... No, come back, darkness! You were my last friend. That's your life. Number four, cartonner. Literally translated as cardboarding? So if you would actually translate it, it would be to put things into a cardboard, but what it actually means is a great hit, but not this one. Like a book, a movie, music, your face on the floor. No, not this one. Damn it. Mais putain de bordel de merde, c'est votre faute aussi, l'anglais c'est trop compliqué. Pourquoi est-ce que vous avez a greatest hit and a greatest hit? I mean, that makes no sense. Then we have flâner. But that's a Parisian thing, so you can forget about this one. Okay, well, that is the art of leisurely strolling the streets of Paris. Oh oh. Et va te faire enculer! No, but seriously, there are only Parisian people who are ostentatious enough to create words that are even more pedant than they are. And in the south, we changed it a little bit. For us, it's glander. So, à Paris, tu flânes, the art of shabadabada prout prout toin toin, leisurely strolling the streets. And in the south, tu glandes, which is you go searching for acorns. And so glander also means to do nothing. But I just love the origin of the word. I mean, it's so random, like pigs were going to search for acorns, and that was called la glander. And now when we do nothing, well, we glande. So technically, people who do nothing are pigs. How poetic. I love French. So you got it, both words don't really mean the same. One is doing nothing, the other one is shabadabada prout prout walking. But I use both of them because it's my video! I do whatever I want! Tu te calmes, Michel! Okay, done. I just needed a reason to say that, you know. Mandatory running gag. So next, number 7, sortable. And so this one is literally translated as sortable. Yeah, you know, that's one of those words that is so complex that when you put it into Google Translate, he's unable to translate it, so he just puts like the exact same word but in the other language. So yeah, sortable, translated as sortable. Yeah, and that's pretty much someone that you can bring with you kinda anywhere without fearing to be embarrassed. Again, this word, why? Why? I mean, 25 years learning English and still not able to say this word properly the first time. Embarrassment, embarrassed, easy, embarrassed. Damn it! So yeah, for example, moi, je suis pas sortable. Because we can go anywhere you want, I will always find a way to embarrass you. Okay, next one, un empêchement. That can literally be translated as an impediment. So it doesn't have a place in this video. So why did... Damn it. No, I have it! That's because it's a special impediment. It's a last-minute impediment. Because all last-minute impediments are impediments, but all impediments are not last-minute impediments. In that, un empêchement is an impediment, but all impediments are not des empêchements. See what I... Yes. So yeah, un empêchement is a last-minute impediment, so you can't translate it literally because you don't have a word to say last-minute impediment. But at the same time, in French, we tend to say un empêchement de dernière minute, which is literally translated as a last-minute impediment, so I don't know. Next one! Okay, next one, a frappadingue! And that pretty much sums up what it means. So frappadingue is a hybrid word between to hit, frapper, like this one, and un dingue, which is a crazy person. So if you were to literally translate it, that would be a hit crazy. And if you were to translate it to understand the meaning, that would be you're so fucked up that you must have been hit on the head really, really hard to become that F up. So it's pretty much me. You. At least I made myself laugh. Next one. So the antepenultimate one. I'm scaring Freya every time I'm saying it. So we'll just like, at the same time it's already 3 AM right now, so might be why the video is a bit... Anyway, so the antepenultimate one is chanter en yaourt. Or faire du yaourt. And if it was to be literally translated, that would be to yogurt. I love this expression. And so what does this mean? Well, that pretty much means what it means. Yeah, I know! Really helpful! I'm sorry, it's just like it's too late, I'm starting to go nuts right now. So, chanter en yaourt, to yogurt, means that's the fact of singing a song when you don't know the lyrics. So pretty much what I'm doing in all my videos. But by using actual words, like not real words, but actual words. It's not a or a la la la, it's like using words. Praying on the French meat and grass me world. And Vasso cry because I white Betty worst. I can't t'entendre ma dis, what if I had de geese là. Et là je pose ma bicyclette sur mon traîneau. Passe une tape, pas de gueulem, by the window. As long as I force et je bois ma lambeau. Yeah, pretty much that. Now the penultimate one. Les retrouvailles. This word is beautiful because this word represents perfectly the French culture, like a blooming star. Because this word is artistic, poetic, romantic, as it encompasses, encapsulates, engrasps, includes, and consistency, and ectoplasmic. The feeling of happiness that you feel when you meet someone you haven't seen for a long time. How beautiful is that? Je pleure, putain! And so it can literally be translated as final one, râler! So a lot of people will tell you, well, râler doesn't really work because you can directly translate it. It can be whining, it can be complaining, it can be like so many things. But that's the thing. It is not. Because râler is a French specialty. Râler is between all of those. Râler encompasses all of those. When tu râles, well, tu grumpis pas, tu whines pas, tu vins pas non plus. No, when tu râles, tu râles. Râler is an art. Because when you râle, you râle. You can't not râle if you râle, and you can't râle if you don't râle. Because when you râle, you râle. I really need to stop this video now because like that's getting nuts. No, but more seriously, to râler is a specific way of complaining, but that is necessary to live. A French that doesn't râle is not a French anymore. A French that doesn't râle has lost its soul, has lost what makes him, her, a real French person. A French that doesn't râle is dead inside. So if you know a French and they lost the fact that they are a râleur, you need to bring it back to them. Otherwise, they'll probably die. And the really best way to ensure that a French is still râling, it's like râler but in English, is the fact that he or she is always saying putain! Oh, putain de bordel de merde, je me suis fracassé. And this is the end of French words that can't be translated in English. This will definitely not be the title, because if that is the title of the video, I'm sure that the video will have 0 views. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to put a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel. You can also support me on all my social medias if you want to save Napoleon. I still haven't eaten him, so like me and I will not. If you don't, I will eat him. And you will have his dead on your consciousness. You can also support me on Patreon. and that will save Napoleon family. And no matter what happens, I will see you in my next video. Have an amazing, wonderful day. Don't forget to smile, and bye-bye!